Hey, it's your dandy, Candy. All right, so the first pieces we're going to be talking about in these art vlog video thingies is going to be masks 1, 2, and 3. These are 11.5 by 15.5 inch glossy cardstock prints, which for some reason, probably because of the names of them, Etsy felt it necessary to leave a warning about how items sold by Etsy sellers such as masks aren't medical grade. Which, yeah, duh, they're prints, they're not masks. I mean, they're not medical grade or anything. Or are they? Masks 1, 2, and 3 are a visual representation of our psyche, and the masks we wear on the inside throughout our day-to-day. Mask 1 is about the balance between one's passions and paying the bills. Throughout my life, art has been my passion, my go-to way of expressing myself when words fail me, which they often do. The left side of the mask represents our passions with a more human-looking appearance, eyes full of stars and their heads in the clouds. We often use stars in our work to symbolize joy because it reminds us of joyful moments like holidays, carnivals, fireworks, or clear night skies. The right side represents our work side, robotic with a mechanical smile and a cash slit where the eye chakra should be. I have to emphasize that L because I have an accent. I tend to be a very colorful and imaginative person, which is great when it comes to making art, but not so much when it comes to working a 9-to-5 job. I'm not gonna lie, it's very frustrating, and I'd love to make art, my passion, my work, my 9-to-5, but unfortunately it doesn't pay the bills right now. I'm still pursuing my passions, and in fact making these horribly spliced together videos is a part of that. But I do have to pay the bills, so it's this constant balance between Now I get that is more of a confidence issue than anything else, but that's the perfect segue to talk about Mask 2. Mask 2 is about imposter syndrome, that little voice inside your head that tells you you're never good enough, that you're never going to do anything, that you're never going to succeed, that you're always going to be a failure, etc., 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 etc. It's represented by the flower growing out of the eye chakra, which you'll notice is the only eye in the painting that is actually seeing anything, symbolizing how that little voice in your head can cloud your mind to where the only thing you see is what it wants you to see. Kind of like the Black Mercy plant from that Superman story for the man who has everything that was written by Alan Moore. The geeks will get that. The flames on the head represent ideas and inspiration, green like St. Elmo's fire, being held back by this negativity eroding their self-confidence and diluting them with negativity. The feeling of entrapment it causes is represented by the web-like pattern on the background. I actually got a lot of compliments on how neat this piece looks, including a few people that said it looks like something off of Doctor Who, which I can kind of see. It's definitely got a spacey, psychedelic vibe to it. But that feeling of not being good enough is definitely a down-to-earth subject I think a lot of people can relate to in one way or another. There's not a lot of advice I can give on how to deal with imposter syndrome. You just gotta push through and keep grinding, because even everybody, including creatives especially, tend to be their own worst critics. And we often focus on the flaws and insecurities that we see in ourselves that other people don't. Rarely, though, is advice that sounds so simple, so easy to put into practice. On to Mask 3. Mask 3 is about labels. It's the prejudgmental labels society puts on someone, usually based off of appearances alone. I don't want to get into the weeds too much about it because I'm not the greatest at articulating my point. I can't say for certain that everyone in society judges everybody around them. That's just, don't know everybody, so it's just impossible to quantify. I can say, however, that plenty of people have been labeled, including myself, and it's not the greatest feeling in the world. The labels cover up the majority of the face on this piece, illustrating how when you label someone, that's all you see is the labels and not the person, and are accompanied by straps and horns that are locked into place, representing how some of those labels can be easily removed, like through getting to know someone, for example, while others are a little tougher to take off. The background is tiger stripes across a rainbow field, which remind me of the song Holy Diver by Dio, and in particular the line, "You can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean?" That's horrible. That was a horrible Dio. Much like with imposter syndrome, the advice is the same. You gotta tune it out and keep being you, because you cannot, nor should it be expected of you, to live your life by the approval of others, especially if it means sacrificing who you are as an individual to make someone else comfortable. Believe me, I know. I spent a good portion of my 20s and 30s trying to be someone else to make the people around me happy. Spoilers, it didn't work. If anything, it made me into a shitty, toxic person that nobody wanted to be around. I burnt a lot of bridges at that time and lost a lot of good friends that I know I can't get back. And I regret that period of my life a lot. It's actually a big part of what fuels my imposter syndrome. the belief that even if I do achieve my goals, my dreams, and manage to do something with my life, that I don't deserve it because at one point in time, I was a shitty person. At the end of the day, though, you got to be yourself because you can't be anybody else. And that's masks 1, 2, and 3 for you, all laid out for your perusal. And I just wanted to do this to show you the differences. This is the original piece. This is an 11 by 14 on canvas board. And this is one of the prints. Look at how pretty it is. Look at how shiny it is. Look at how thin it is. Oh, it's so thin. But yeah, just to do a comparison, these prints came out really nice. They're a little larger than the original piece. $20 a pop, that's not a bad deal. If any of these prints caught your fancy, they're available right now on our Etsy shop for $20. And while you're there, check out some of the other awesome pieces we have available. We're going to be covering everything that we have in stock on our shop on this channel. Right now, there's no real set schedule of when the videos are going to be made. We're just kind of throwing them together as we do, you know. You know what I'm saying? Just reading the shit off the thing and it's just, hey! If you want to know more about the art that we make, stay tuned. This has been Candy Dandy. This has been an absolute train wreck. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good one. I don't need technical difficulties right now. Hey. Bad wick. Bad wick. I just wanted to, hold on. The background. Masks 1, 2, and 3 are a visual representation of that one, blah, blah. But the subject of it, I almost had it. Well done in my birth. There's not a lot I can really tell you to do about Dodge syndrome. Power through it, and you can do it. I actually got a lot of compliments on from people on how neat that is. In this part right here, I don't need to be directly on camera. Green, like St. Elmo's fire. It reminds me of things like Carnival. Can't go more than 4 minutes on these things. I can't go more than 4 minutes. Okay, I just gotta test this real quick because I swear to fuck, I think my fucking microphone cut off halfway through recording and I'm gonna be real fucking pissed if that's the case. I can't go more than 4 minutes. Sure I can actually see that shit fucking on while I'm talking because I'm gonna be real pissed if I see that turn off. They're losing our mind, yo. Oh no, honey, we're doing these videos, bitch. We're doing them. Mask 1 is about the balance of else. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Let it go, Elsa. Masks 1, 2, and 3 are and I already fucked it up. Yeah, duh. Which, yeah, duh. Now, we're going to be showing you both the... I actually got a lot of compliments on this face. That was very embarrassing, and I was trying to sing loud while also be quiet, because I know that my neighbors are probably annoyed by me talking for hours on end to a fucking microphone acting like a clown. Yeah, duh.